Hello, everyone. Sorry, for some reason that didn't want to. It wanted to be on the screen for as long as it would be on the string. Welcome all of you. Today I'm gonna finish the project that I started yesterday. I made the necklace portion of the jewelry set. I'm gonna finish today, and then I'm also going to show you a quick and easy way to add stock to your when you go to a craft fair for very little money and for hardly any time. So, hello, Beth. How are you? Oh, goodness. Hope you're feeling better, my dear. You've just had one after another in your life lately, and I just want you to have a little bit of calm. That's all. Just a little bit of calm. I don't think that's asking too much. There we go. Now it doesn't look like an episode of The Cocoon in here. I'll move back over when I go down to my mat. Hello, Kendra. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you. So today we're going to be using my phone as the mat camera. So I figured that would give me more control and hopefully there will be less issues. But let me go ahead and go down to the mat so you can see what I mean. And I know my hair's crazy. This is what happens when I basically let it air dry. But, okay, so this is a necklace I made on the live 2 days ago. I did not have one yesterday. But this is what I made using the Bargain Bead Box 10th Anniversary Bundle Number 5 Malibu Dreams. That's a mouthful. Okay, how much do you mind doing? Thank you. So I'm going to do the bracelet that goes with this. Most of the components are already made. So I'm going to do that. And then, like I said, I'm going to show you a couple of real quick things and we can go from there. So to do the bracelet, we just need to start off by taking this guy from a charm or a bead and turn this into our focal. So I'm going to grab some 20 gauge wire to do that with. Sorry if you guys could just see how ridiculous it is over here right now. Like my phone wants to fall onto my mat. And so I have a brick holding it up because it won't stay up. And Steve wasn't home to help me. But we just need to make this into a quick and easy bead, which I'm going to do just by using some 20 gauge or 18 gauge wire. I'm going to do a 90-degree bend. I don't know where my here there. I'm going to do this as a size 2, up, over, and down, pointed at the mat. And then this is my hybrid between a wrapped loop and a simple loop. And all it is making a simple loop and then pulling the wire back around, but not down like that. There we go. And then I just cut it off at that point. And I don't like to cut the front or the back of the loop. I like to cut on the side of it. So that's the way that I do it. My got a little wonky. There we go. And then we're just going to stick it through the starfish. And then we're going to do another wrapped loop or hybrid. This one is going to be exponentially harder, but I think we can do it. So I'm going to spin around so that I can get that over. And I might have to use more than one rotation just to keep this tighter. This is going to be a comedic, thank you, honey, offering for all of you watching at home as I try to do a wrapped loop with the star. Yeah, see, it's going to need to go around again. Oh, no problem. I just almost completely unwound it. Do you see this? Why did I decide to do it this way? Because I'm crazy. I should have made this ahead of time. Then nobody would know how difficult this was. Okay, yes. Now turn. This is what I thought I should be able to do, but it took a minute. Okay, I think we are good now. Yes, I know my loop on this side is smaller, but I'm not going to redo it on camera. I might redo it when I'm off camera, but hi Miranda, Chris, Rosanna, thank you. You guys can all laugh at me together. No, you're too nice to do that. Well, you'll laugh with me, not at me. But okay, so I'm going to pull most of these off because now all we need to do is put the chain links on and alternate with the between the pink and some of the seashell ones, which I still have left over. And I'm not going to do these in any particular order for the bracelet. I don't think it needs to be matchy-matchy. I kind of would prefer that it wasn't. In this case, I think I'm trying to decide if I want to start with these or is that a little too big and I should start with the pearl. What do you guys think? The pearl or the pink right up against the starfish? Do. Either way, I can combine one with the other while I'm waiting, and I'll just change which direction it's going in. And I am using some 4mm. The pink first. Okay, thanks, Beth. Okay, so we can now attach this onto our starfish. And if you've been around for any length of time, you know that I always squish the middle of my oval jump rings down a little bit because I don't like when the two ends aren't actually touching. Goodness gracious, Heather. Oh, that's why. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Switch that over. That's on the starfish. Now I need to add a pearl to this. But if you missed yesterday, all I did was buy some gold foil nail art or gold metallic nail art. Do you see why I don't like these? See, it doesn't look close no matter what I do. That's why I should have swished it well before I put stuff on it. That's all right. There we go. That's a bit better. But yeah, so as I was saying, I just bought little nail art and I got a little wheel that came and they had them in gold and silver. And I'm sorry if my phone does the jumpy thing. It's getting fixed today. So luckily before the Wednesday live. I'm going to add a pink on the side. And then a pearl. And then a pink. And so on until I have a completed bracelet. That side's okay. How is everybody's morning going? I know we just all saw each other on Rosanna's live. But I missed part of that because my sister-in-law is here right now helping me. And so we were getting that all started. She got here like 2 minutes after Rosanna went live. So I have to go back and check out how you use those buffalo horns because I missed that part of the video. But I love them. They're beautiful. I really like the way that you've used them. I think that they were really pretty, even if it gave you a little bit of problems. I think that, and if your dumplings aren't quite if my dumplings aren't quite close, we're going back and forth slightly. Yeah, I know it's not that. It's when they come together, it doesn't look like a smooth oval. So see how the side with the top, how it's kind of pointier? That's what I like to squish down ever so slightly when they look like that. I know the rocky motion, but thank you. It's a good thing to bring up for anybody else who's either watching this now or in the future. Okay, I think one more pearl on either side. Let's see. This one and this one, I think. So that all of the shells are different, and I only have one of each shell. That way it doesn't look like a deliberate pattern because I don't want that. Oh, you know what? Since it might be in the future, I'll go ahead and put your comment up on the screen for a minute. Otherwise, they're going to have no idea what I was talking about without having to go and try to find the live chat. So I'll pop it up. But I will also check my dumplings, though. Thanks for the reminder, Rosanna. I just love autocorrect sometimes. When it's minor stuff like that, anyways. Okay, let's see how long this is. I still have to put on the clasp. Okay, so let's see where this is right now. So yeah, this is a perfect place to stop because it's right at the 6 3/4. And then I'm just going to attach a jump ring and a lobster claw. I know we found the smaller one, right? Didn't we find the smaller ones? I thought we had. It's all right though. This will still work. Mm-hmm. These might actually be too big or too long to use though. But we're going to check. So I just got these and I really like them. So that's one side of the clasp. I could also use a smaller jump ring. There, see? Now it looks like an oval. That's what I like them to look like. I don't like when they look like that, where it's ever so pointed right where the split is. So then I use my wide nose pliers that I got from Randy, and I just squeeze just enough to make it a better shaped oval. That's all I meant. It is easier to do when it's attached because then you can just kind of pull it a little bit and you don't have to worry about like your plier jumping as much. Okay, and then I gotta fix this because it wasn't all the way closed. Okay, come on. Ugh. There we go. Much better. What about the other side? Yep. But you want to push very slowly because I don't want it like squished. I still want the nice oval shape. So I just barely squish it. But then I get a nicer shape to my oval jump rings. There we go. Put one on the other side. And that's what the other side looks like. I really like these a lot. I just got these in my last Temu haul. So this might be one that just stays with me because I really do like it a lot, a lot. I have a larger wrist, so, but this might even be too big for me. I think I'm going to swap out the jump ring. Yup, that's way too big. But I like the clasp. Maybe I'll just take off the last two pearls because I really like the clasp. So I'd rather lose the pearls in this instance than I just have them to make another thing with. Oh wait, we can take this off altogether. We're gonna have to take off this anyways. So there's that. And then we can take off this one. And then next time I use it, it's already squished in advance. There we go. Now it's going to fit. The other side of the plus. Where did it go? Oh, it's attached to it. Woo, it's a day, isn't it? It's still attached. They're together. Okay, now let's see what type of this is. Now it's like right 6 3/4. So there we go. Hi, Maisha. Hi, Kimberly. Oh, I'm sorry. You would think it was autocorrect when you're seeing jumping by now. Yeah, right? Are you trying to make it one word? Is that why? I didn't know jumping was one word. That's cute. Okay, so we have this done. For the earrings, we're just going to take the last two. Where'd they go? Where'd the other one go? Are you serious right now? I'm only annoyed because I know oh yeah, it's right there in front of you, Heather. And I think we will do simple loops this time with 18 gauge wire rather than monkey around with them like I did on the necklace. My hair is out of control today. But I'm going to be smart and put this side. I am going to do the hybrid because I will just put the loop on this side because the other side comes out the top. So that's what I should have done. That would have made my life exponentially easier a few minutes ago had I thought that one through. Oh my goodness, Heather. You guys better all laugh because I'm a dork right now. And that is correcting me up that I did that. I would also like to know why nobody else caught that. I thought we were friends. Okay. Get that centered again. And we're going to cut this excess wire off. Right where it joins with the other one. And then we're going to go like this. Actually, I want this to be the bottom one. So instead, I'm going to do, but I will have that for in the future. Okay, so now I need my itty bitty, here they are. I'm going to make a knotted head pin. But I'm going to go ahead and use 20 gauge wire just so that it's sturdier because these starfish do have some heft to them. Nylon jump pliers. Now, Shira does this step with her hands. How she does, I have no idea. But the way I was taught and the way I do it is to put the nylon jaw plier right up against that and then pull. And then I like mine to look more like a knot, so I squish it up a little bit and then give it one last pull. And then that fits right in there. And then I can just do my other loop. And wrap that around. And then cut it right where the metal meets the other side. And I want my loops to face out because that's how they're going to need to be for the next one. More 20 gauge wire. I find 24 or 22 is better, but yeah. Okay, well, thank you. So bad. Tammy, same girl, same. I have my sister-in-law over here helping me, trying to get it more intact because this is 20 gauge knot or 22, not 20. Gotta get things up and running. In case you guys don't know, you will shortly after this live ends because I'm going to go create the thumbnail. But I'm going to have Sarah Lovecraft on Beating Besties on Sunday. And I'm excited about that. And then the week after, I have Miss Randy Brown from Thunder Horse Descendants scheduled to be on. So I'm very excited about that. Then I'm probably going to go back through the lineup of ladies that mean the world to me again, just to kind of give us all a little bit of give everybody a chance to come back on now that it's a more established show. I think it'll be better for everybody because there will be hopefully more people watching on our channels. So I would like to get to 500 though. I know I need to get to 1,000 before I can monetize, but I want to do my giveaway, dang it. So if you're not already a subscriber, you should, because I'm going to have a giveaway. Someone is going to win 500 beads. I have it all put together, all good to go. Okay, next up, I can either make these shoulder dusters and do a pearl and then one of these, like that, except I would probably take the wraps out. What do we think? If I do it, I do have this right here. We can always just try it. And if we don't like it, we can take it out. Because it's just wire after all. Oop. There we go. I just don't want these to be as long as on the bracelet. So that's why I'm just going to do my, oh, okay. It's okay. I caught it before it was an issue. I almost went around and did my wrap before I put the bead on. And I was like, oh no. But I hadn't actually done it yet. Chop it off. Sorry, Andrew. I shouldn't have let that bead or that wire go flying. There's somebody else in the room today.
Oh, I didn't.
You would have had it hit you. Good that. That's the 22. Oh, here. I was like, where is the 20-gauge wire? I should see if these are even going to fit on 20 gauge or not. It doesn't. That one doesn't want to. Let's see if that one doesn't. Yeah, I don't have a bead reamer, so I'm going to have to do that part on 22 gauge, which is fine. It'll be okay. Or I can just do a regular. We need to attach it this way. And because this one is smaller, I'm going to go ahead and just go around it an extra twist just to make sure. But then tighten those up. Cut on the side. And we'll check that in after the fact. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I like to do in my ends at the after the fact, because when the bead's pressed up against it, the wire doesn't have anywhere to like jump, so you can do it a lot easier after the bead's on. At least that's how I find it. Also, I'm going to do this. So I did a teeny tiny little bend right there. I'm going to come down to the bend and I'm going to do my ear wire directly onto the earring if I like the way it looks, which right now I am not. Okay, nope, don't like that. Then I'm just going to do a little one and then we will make the earring wire. Okay, I'm going to show you my 5-second ear wire. If you've been here for a while, you already know how to do it. I like to take my smaller round nose pliers and wrap that down and around. And then you just have to pick which step of the pliers you want. Today I'm going to do the 5th step like that. I'm going to come up just a little bit and then wrap the wire and down. And if you like a kick at the end of your loop, you want to take the time to do this now. I'm going to do a very small slight bend because I have crooked ear. My ears are pierced crooked. So, and then to save myself a little bit of time and to work harden, I use the box joint in my 6-step bail making pliers because it makes it stronger and I don't have to get out the other tool. And then because I did do this with the smaller one, it's easier to take it up this way. Let's see, do I have that facing out? I do now. And then close that back up. You could also work hard in this part if you wanted to. I prefer to use a 40-inch or a 40-centimeter ball head pin because they're already smoothed out. I very rarely ever have to go back and use my burr cup tool on these because they're smooth already, which is very nice. So turn that slightly. There we go. There's one earring. Now, I am going to make the other earring, just not quite yet because we're already halfway through. So, guys, if you are going to your first craft fair and you're not sure if you have enough stock, you're freaking out a little bit, you don't have a lot of time because you're prepping for a craft fair. So, I'm going to show you how to very quickly and easily bump up your stock for the craft fair. So I went on, and I believe it's BB Craft. I'll link it below. But there are 6 different shapes that came in this lot. So there's this one, which is really pretty. There's these. There's that pattern. And this is one listing. Like you don't have to go on. It's all part of one price. And that one price is $8.99. So there's 120 of these for $8.99. Can you divide $8.99 by 120? Because I normally do that on my phone, Andrew. And then this is the last one.
What?
$8.99 by 120. Divide.
749.
Oh, can I use your phone? You didn't put the decimal point. Oh, I'm gonna be ridiculous. So that's 8 cents a piece for these. There you go, Shitty. And then you just want to go on and find some 18 karat gold plated ball head pins, or if you have some that you like in your stash, that's okay too. They also, I believe, had this in gold, but it's a separate listing. So you just tilt that like I just showed back. I'm going to use the 5th step. So I'm going to have the ball head pointed away from me, and then I'm just going to push up, over, and through. And then again, I'm just going to do the slightest kick out on these. And then I'm going to use my box joint to work hard in these. I'll go ahead and do it on this one this time. Just be careful you don't get the ball head in there. And then you're just going to open it. And you're just going to slide these on. It doesn't take any more than the time I'm showing you right now. And you have some beautiful, simple, classic pair of earrings. If you wanted to put a pearl above these, go for it. You get 1 strand of saltwater pearls, put them on a double loop, a connector, like I had these, or these even, and just add them to this. And look how pretty that is. But they're quick and easy. Hi, Sonia. You're just now. Oh, you're just joining. Thank you. But see, that's all it takes. And you're going to have 60 pairs of earrings in no time flat. And you can put a 18 karat gold plated sticker on your price sheet. Oh, wrong players. On your price sheet. And it allows you to, it allows you to have an 18 karat gold plated object in your stock at the craft fair. And it hasn't even taken me 5 minutes to make these. So you figure 2-3 hours worth of work, because if you like assembly line this, it would go a lot faster. Like you make all of them, then you adjust all of them, you work hard on all of them, you do all that all at once. But look how pretty that is. They're just a classy pair of earrings, very simple, but I think they're gorgeous. And obviously, if you really wanted to get into it, you could put a little gemstone hanging in there. You would have to use very thin wire to do so, but you could. I don't think you could do it through these little pieces. You'd have to use really thin wire. But I mean, I think that all of these patterns and shapes, I think that they're gorgeous. And they don't take more than, a couple of minutes to throw together. So yes. Oh, that's exciting. Dawn. Oh, I wish my baby sister would do a surprise visit for me because I miss her so much. I haven't been able to travel, so I can't go up to Oregon to see her. So it's been driving me crazy. But as you can see, these are very simple to do. They're very easy to put together. It's a quick and easy project to get it all done. And the other thing that I wanted to show you, can I do it? I wasn't able to get these through, right? No, I'd have to ream it out. Okay, Kendra asked a question. If you lose fresh cutters, do you need to grind the end at the ear wires? Well, I don't cut the ends of the ear wires. And I have found that the ear wires I get What do you mean? That only works if you make multiples of items? Yeah, exactly. You could just put one of these on a bunch of ear hooks and you'd be good to go. And then you can just do an assembly line of each step. If you use flush cutters to cut off the end, you probably would need to use the burr cup tool, which I will show you. It's just this with like a little cup at the end. And you just put the end in and grind it. But I have found that the ones that come with a 40 centimeter ball head pin, the ends are smooth. So I haven't had an issue or the need to grind them down. I don't grind them down for myself. And I have, like I said, I have crooked ears. So if there's anything like crooked ear holes, not my actual ears crooked, but it makes it hard for standard like ear wires sometimes when they are rough. It's hard, but yeah. Oh, yes, Rosanna, you don't do multiples. Okay, now I get you. Yep. In Rosanna's world, everything is one of a kind, which I love. But yes, I agree. But you could then use these to make charm bracelets or something. Just have these dangling from both sides. You could do a leather bracelet and just have little jump rings in between knots and having this hanging off like cha-chas. That could be really cute. Like if you just took some brown leather and connected these with jump rings up and down, you would have like the cutest little leather cha-cha bracelet. That would be cute too, Rosanna, right? I might just have to do that with some of these because that's adorable. And they're only $8.99, so I can buy another packet. But that could be cute, especially if they're like all just dangling. Might have to do that now. I hope everybody's having a good day. Like I said, my sister-in-law's over here. We have some organizing to do, but so I'm going to head out a little bit early just so that I can get back to that. But I appreciate you guys all showing up. It means the world to me. And I love seeing all of your faces. I will be on tomorrow night, so I don't know if I'll do a live in the morning. I might, just depends on how I feel. But until then, and as always, my friends, happy beating.